Hello, this is One Reviews Hawk,
And Tie-Dye CMC.
and today we're going to do Talking About Stuff 1. This is where we're talking about stuff. Movies, videos, whatever. Hey, we could be talking about your mother for Pete's sake.
Whatever tickles your fancy.
That just sounded long.
I know.
Now, let's just continue. This week we're going to do mob movies 1. We may do 2, but today we're doing Scarface and The Godfather.
Two of the most coolest movies ever made.
Now, we're talking about all 3 Godfathers, not just one. We're going to be talking about all 3. He's getting Scarface. Next week we'll probably switch it up.
One of my favorite movies.
Here we go. He's going to go first.
I like Scarface mostly because, Tony Montana's from Cuba. Crappy country. He comes to America, becomes a coke dealer. Then he becomes a multi-millionaire out of coke. Nothing else. Coke.
And your mom.
And nothing in every scene he's either snorting coke or smoking a cigar or a cigarette. How badass is that? And mostly, even though he dies at the end, it's awesome. It's an awesome ending. I mean, thousands of enemies swarm the place where he lives. Big ass mansion in Miami, Florida, is it?
Yep.
I haven't seen the movie in forever. I'm just recapping what I know. And mostly, it's a nice setting, especially because his wife is not that hot, but she's at least an 8.
Okay, are you done?
And mostly, it's a good movie. I like it. The game is really fun.
How many stars do you give it? What out of 10 do you give it?
I'd say 8 out of 10 for its suspense, drama, and for its intenseness.
And what do you give it in stars?
8 out of 10. Because I've seen more awesomer movies, but that's like in my top 2.
There's only 5 stars inside the stars. Like, what?
5 out of 10. 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
I suck at rating, so sorry. Don't leave any bad comments about me or else I find you!
He won't find out where he lives. He's just taking it from me. I'm rubbing out for my friends again. Okay, now, time for The Godfathers 1, 2, and 3. These all take place inside from 1921 all the way up to 1975. The first one takes place in 1940, goes all the way to 1950s. Let's see. There's 4 gangs. There's the Corleones, there's the Bozzinis, the Cunios, and the Tattaglias. I'm pretty sure there's one more. I don't know Italian.
And they're very long. You have to have a lot of time on your hands because if you don't, you're not going to be able to finish them all in one day.
They have also made games with the Godfather. They made Godfather 1 and a Godfather 2. Godfather 1 is you have your own character. You take over New York, basically. I'm not going to tell you any of that. It's so the PS3, the Xbox, PS2. It's basically for every single system other than the DS. Piece of shit device. Okay. About this movie. Inside the game, you are 2 different completely people, but you're helping out the same people inside the movie at the same moment inside the movie.
You mean game?
Whatever you want to say. But
game, movie, it's all the same. It comes from the same genre.
But inside the movie, it's all about this one family, the Corleones. Mostly, they all die inside the very first one. The first and second movies, basically, all the Corleones die. So, it kind of sucks for most times.
You probably had an uncle or a grandfather that talks like the Godfather. If you ever see the movie, I give it over the king refuse. I will give you an offer. You cannot refuse. You've had uncles, grandpas, great grandpas that talk like that in your life. I bet you have. I'm not saying this to anybody, but just think about it. Don't leave any bad comments.
We're not done yet.
Oh, okay.
And a couple more things, people die. And at the end of the last movie, The Godfather 3, the rest of the Corleone family dies out some more, goes through a montage. Then Michael Corleone finally dies, who is the son of Vito Corleone, which dies inside the first one because he got shot up, and then he died from a heart attack.
Which is cool.
And
That's the way to go.
if you have enough time, it takes about 11 hours to watch all of them. Scarface is about 2.5 hours long. If you have the time, watch all those. Another one is Goodfellas. That'll be sometime else. I give all three Godfather movies a 9 out of 10 for suspense, keeps me inside the story, and I only had to use the bathroom once inside all three of them.
Which is amazing.
And I give it a 5 out of 5 stars because it's just amazing.
And plus, all of them come from the same kind of genre. I mean, they're all gangster films. They're all films about how to get rich, how to sell drugs and shit like that. And it's really kind of cool when you think about it.
Yep.
I mean, just the way their businesses are, just the way it starts out. Aaron.
What? I'm inspecting my computer.
Excuse me for my friend. I'm at his house and he's acting very, very gay. So, yeah. Out of all four of those movies, Godfather 1, 2, and 3, and Scarface, I give them all at least 4 out of 5 and 8 out of 10 stars. Mostly because of its suspense, its drama, and its
opening the bed,
and its intenseness, and everything that has to do with
my movies.
Pretty much.
And this is...
Oh, one more thing. If you're wondering what time what time frame the Scarface movie is in, it's in the 1980s, not in the 1940s. So just...
This is One of the Beers I Can. And don't leave any bad comments. We will not find you, but we will do something. I don't know what we're going to do.
Or write bad comments on your channel.
No, I'm not going to get that far. I'm not that retarded. Just like some other people. You have a good time out there on this fabulous Sunday. Don't mind him. He's just more retarded than my gay niece.
What?